Good evening. The debt problem in this country is spiralling out of control. That's the view of the Bishop of Birmingham. He's part of a University of Birmingham policy commission who are launching a report tonight looking at savings and debt. They're recommending anyone starting a new job is automatically enrolled into a savings account, increased funding for credit unions and tougher regulation of payday lending. Ben Godfrey's been finding out why the Commission feel radical changes are needed.
Michaela Hamer lost control of her debts after signing up to 4 payday loan firms, some charging more than 1,000% interest. The single mother from Birmingham, who has a full-time job with the NHS, faced eviction.
I was worried that the bailiffs were coming to the door for payments because I wasn't making the payments. But the most of it was the fact that I woke up and realised it's my home that's at risk.
Payday lenders prey on the most vulnerable, so says the Bishop of Birmingham.
Peace to this house of God.
He's chaired a commission to address wealth inequalities. He wants ministers to create a new organisation helping low-income families to save, reducing a reliance on credit.
I think it is a change of mindset. People enjoy shopping, people enjoy the wonderful things we have in our economy and society, but not at the cost of going into unmanageable debt.
It's not the first time senior clergy have entered this debate. The Archbishop of Canterbury told the online lender Wonga that the Church of England would try to force them out of business by helping credit unions compete with it, only to be left embarrassed after it emerged the Church was indirectly investing in the firm.
The Church wants to get involved in solving the dysfunction of the global economy because it affects the lives of ordinary people.
Credit unions in Birmingham are uniting.
There's a range of services we can offer.
A not-for-profit loan shop has appeared in the city centre, paid for by cash recovered from illegal moneylenders. The cabin has been placed here for one main reason. That's because within a 100-metre radius of this site, there are no less than 14 high-cost lenders. What interest do you charge?
A maximum interest rate from a credit union is 26.8%. That's set by our regulation. We're well above 100 people a week coming in and actually either gaining a loan from us or taking some good advice.
Michaela Hamer's now back in the black after joining a credit union.
I managed to save so much money out of my wages every month. It comes out direct debit. It's a fee that I can afford and won't miss.
Clearly, not all can save for that rainy day. And a new savings body could face considerable opposition as charitable trusts, UK investment and even savers may be asked to fund it. Ben Godfrey, BBC Midlands Today, Birmingham.
Well, joining us now from Westminster is one of the report's authors, Dr. Paul Cox, Senior Lecturer of Finance at the University of Birmingham. Good evening to you, Dr. Cox. Now, these ideas sound excellent in principle. Any chance of them being taken up, do you think?
I sincerely hope so. There's no certainty about these things, but I think with energy and with enthusiasm, I think we can make good progress. I've had fantastic responses from various trade groups such as Which and the TUC, which are right behind the idea.
It seems we've lost the ability these days, or even the will to save. It's going to take quite a culture change, isn't it?
Sorry. I think it will take a culture change. Remember that auto-enrolment of pensions has already got us savings. So we're in a savings mindset. One of the problems we face is that we've been left alone so that industry can now charge what it likes.
I mean, our case study is of a single mum who earns a decent salary, but things are so tight, she can't even think of saving, she has to borrow.
Yeah, without doubt, that's one of the great problems, and we're not suggesting that you should save every month, year in, year out of your life. There are points on your life cycle where saving comes into its own. So we're suggesting that when it's right, it's the right thing to do.
We're talking about companies matching the savings. Will that appeal to companies when they're already beleaguered?
I think the idea of match savings can go a long way. We know it helps with pensions. One of the inspirations of the report is that we should auto-enrol individuals into bank accounts, and we should have either government or companies making a small contribution as we save to help us all build small pots.
Dr. Cox from the University of Birmingham, thank you. Now, we asked for your comments on this, and Julie wrote on our Facebook page, "I've just got out of debt after 6 years. I've started to save a bit, but with the price of electricity and gas going up and food, I don't think my little bit of savings will last very long." Paul suggests teach money management and basic skills on borrowing and its true cost in school. Paulette's been in touch. Thanks, Paulette. Be wise and pay off debts that are growing due to interest charges before saving money that will not grow. Steve says a good start would be to ban payday loan companies from high streets and to limit the amount of interest charged. Eve posted a comment. She says, "Can't think of any initiative that will help poor people save without also helping the super rich to hoard even more unnecessary wealth. More and more money being tied up in savings won't be great for the economy." Thanks to all of you who got in touch. There are many, many more. Coming up later in the programme.